So I wanted to make a quick little update video just about where I've been, where we're at right now, where the channel's going, that sort of thing. Because it has been coming up on 4 months since the last video I uploaded, and if anybody even still knows that this channel exists, I'm sure they are very, very highly respected, and thanks, and appreciated. Thank you. Seriously. The reasons it's been so long since I last uploaded something are nothing to worry about. They're nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing life-threatening or anything like that. It's not that I lost interest either. I still like doing YouTube. It's still a fun thing for me to do. I enjoy it, most certainly. That has not changed. But it got to the point where when I would do the recordings, when I would do the editing, I would be sitting there putting the time into it thinking that, this is wrong. This isn't what I should be doing. I should be doing something more productive. This is a waste of time, blah, blah, blah. And, I enjoy it, but then there's like that other voice in my head that's like, no, you're doing wrong. This is bad, 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 bad. Which, that voice, it's always kind of there. Sometimes it's louder than other times, but when it got to the point that it was just, you shouldn't be doing YouTube. It's a bad idea. You should be putting your time into better things. And I dropped off for a couple weeks probably, but then after that I was like, maybe I should do it again. And then it got to the point where, I'll get around to doing that YouTube thing again. And then, what do you know, 3.5 months later, it's just now coming around again. Well, sort of. I'll get to that. The other thing was that I enjoyed doing YouTube, but I felt like it wasn't the thing I should be doing. So I stopped doing YouTube for a little, but then I wasn't enjoying myself, so I never felt in a good enough mood to be productive, if that makes sense. I always felt like, I should do something productive today, and if I be productive, then, I'll get in the habit of being productive, and then I'll go back to YouTube, and everything will be bright and sunshine and happy sparkle pancakes all the time. And it never got to that point, because I would wake up in the morning and be like, I'll do that productive thing today. But I'm not entirely feeling it. Maybe, I'll just play around, just fiddle with some stuff for a little bit, and then I'll go back to being productive, and then, I look up the clock and it's midnight and I haven't done anything, and then I go to sleep, and the next day, and that's just cycle repeats, and it's just, I don't know, it got to the point where, like, my mental process was, well, I should be happy. Why aren't I happy? I need to be productive. Well, I don't feel like being productive. Well, it's because you're not happy. Well, because if you wanted to be happy, you should do, and it just, there was like this mental cycle of just, I didn't get anything done. I just sat around and just play around on games and stuff. Now, playing around doing YouTube, it was like, oh, well, it's the same thing. You should have just done that while you're at it. Well, no, because I want YouTube to be like quality content. I don't want to just record myself playing around with games 24/7. I want to make videos that actually have a purpose or convey some sort of, I don't know. If I was just sitting around playing games all day and I had the setup to stream it, I might do that, and it'd be going on for far more many hours than anybody would ever want to watch. But that'd be one thing. But when you do YouTube, it's like, you need to do something that people actually want to watch. They sit down, they go to your channel to look at your video. They expect to see something that actually has substance. I don't know. There were a lot of things going on with me personally. I had way too much time on my hands, and I never felt like I was spending it correctly, I guess is a pretty good summation of that. But the reason I'm buckling down now and talking about this and making the video is that after over a year of being out of school, I finally got employment. I got a job. And that almost seems contradictory to what I was saying before about YouTube being a huge time investment. And in a way it is, because if I have a full-time job, how can I do YouTube well? I can't really. I don't have nearly the time available to do stuff like YouTube if I have a full-time job. But at the same time, the time away from it, I will value more, and hopefully, once I get settled into it, I'll be more interested in actually doing YouTube type stuff. It's the plan, at least. I mean, if it doesn't work out, if it just gets to the point where I'm just too invested in the job to do anything well at all with YouTube, then I may leave it off for a good while. But I'll let all 5 of you people know it, that's for sure. But the plan at least, is to have the full-term employment and then do YouTube as the hobby on weekends, time off, that sort of thing. Kind of a side note real quick, I don't know where the place to talk about it would be, so I'll just go ahead and throw it in here. About the Dragon Nest series, I don't really plan on continuing that. It's a good game. I spent many an hour playing it. I enjoyed my experience with it, believe me. But it just does not, I just don't feel like it translates very well to YouTube. And I was going to finish out the town I was in, Carteret Pass, and then consider moving on to the rest of it, but I'm just, unless people really want to see me play it, I'm just going to leave it off where it is. Just kind of a cut-off series, because it just wasn't clicking for me, you know. If y'all want to see it, that's great. Communicate that to me, and I'll take your thoughts into consideration. Thoughts, opinions, insights. That sounds good, right? But as of right now, at least, I don't think I'll be going back to that one. I might do a review on the game overall sometime if I ever get into doing reviews and stuff. Like I said, I was gonna last year. Gosh, can't commit to anything with this guy. But we'll see how that goes. Maybe, possibly, it's future sometime. I don't know. So I know it seems kind of lame that I'm uploading the first video in this long, and it's a video saying that I'm not going to do videos for a while, because I want to get settled into the new position before I try and do what I consider a time investing extracurricular activity. So, you know, if for the foreseeable near future, there's not going to be any more videos, but you know that for sure now, so you can just stop keeping your hopes up, you darn adorable, obsessive fans, you. But you know what they say, bad news is better than no news, unless it's supposed to be bad news, and then no news is better than bad news. And I've never really understood that colloquialism. I'm not giving up on YouTube. It's something I enjoy doing. I still want to do it. I just want to get to a point in my life where it's stable enough for me to do it well. So hopefully that point is approaching. We'll see. Looking forward, ever hopeful, ever onward, ever progressive, I guess. Sure, we'll go with that. But for the moment, at least, thanks for watching. We'll come back with another one soon. Y'all come back now, you hear? Sometime. Maybe, possibly. Yeah, we'll figure it out.